and welcome back to Listen Design. We are now on phase 6, and this phase is about finding out the student's knowledge. How do you document evidence of students' knowledge in order to make a holistic grading? Finding out what students can and cannot do is central to both the design and implementation of lessons. Here are tips on how you can see what the students have learned, what skills they currently have, and how they learn. The purpose is to find out if the students have understood what they need to understand. Result or process. First, think for yourself. Do you think that the end result or completed assignment or a test is what should be used for assessment or grading? Or do you think the process is just as important when gathering information that can be used for grading and feedback? Too much focus on the end result can lead to a one-sided assessment basis, while a focus on the process can provide a better assessment basis. What do the students think here? Are the students open to their material for presentations being collected during the lesson? Do the students understand that the assessment is not only based on the finished results they present? Number 1, Learning Log. Helena Wallenberg, the founder of Lesson Design, thinks it will be easier to follow the students' knowledge development and understanding of concepts and other things if each student has a logbook. In the logbook, the students can take notes, both thoughts and answers to questions. A logbook can be digital or analog. Digital variants provide greater scope of differentiation, of course, and students can then write or record an audio file. They can also create comics or slideshows that show when, they can say what they want to say in this logbook. Number 2 is exit tickets. Exit tickets are common to find out if the students have shown that they have understood something specific. For example, how to solve a problem or explain a word. The word exit ticket is used instead of test because the purpose of exit ticket is to find out how the students are currently in the knowledge area. The purpose is not to collect information to be used for a summative assessment. Number 3 is flip the script. Give the students the answer and let them come up with the question and the reasoning. Differentiate by having students work in pairs or alone, and by having them write or record their reasoning. Perhaps it is also possible to present the question and the reasoning in a mind map. Create a layout that makes it possible to differentiate the method to arrive to the question. For example, in a form of a ladder that we have talked about in the previous phases. Number 4 is the clue. Exit tickets can also be made the same for everyone. Some students may not write anything on their exit ticket at all. What do we do then? Well, make sure you have a colored note, stick, or a mug. While students are filling in their exit tickets, they can put the colored marker on the table to show you that they want a clue from you. You go around and give them a piece of paper with clues that you made before class, of course. For example, it can be a picture or an explanation, a beginning of the word, or almost the entire answer. Depends on which kid asks for the clue. Number 5 is the lifeline. Tell the students that they can have the opportunity to pick 2 classmates who are lifelines for clues in the work of filling out the exit ticket. Tell the class that they will have 5 minutes or whatever you think it is good for your class to fill out an exit ticket. Then they can use one of their lifelines if they want to. Then everyone must be prepared to be a lifeline. Further, differentiate by appointing a few well-chosen students to be tasked with being lifelines, if you have students who are well suited for this assignment, of course. Number 6 is the fishbowl. My students really like this one. So put the students in a ring and another ring around that ring. I hope you know what I mean. Everyone looks inside the ring. In the inner ring, the students discuss a given question. In the outer ring, the students only listen. The students in the outer ring can at any time tap someone in the inner ring on the shoulder to switch places and participate actively in the discussion. Differentiate by giving students the opportunity to use a speech template or written questions and examples of sentences to use. Differentiate in tempo by giving students the opportunity to simply listen during the discussion and then write down or speak their reflections and thoughts afterwards. Show explicitly by drawing the circles on the board and the questions to be discussed. Record evidence of students' knowledge during discussion if you want to. Here is one more method how the students can show their knowledge. This template can be used in several ways. It differentiates in terms of method, but also interest, level, and scope. Let the students choose one method to demonstrate their knowledge, or let them choose to combine several methods. Then there will be a differentiation in level so that the students who need stimulation have the opportunity to create their own connections and creative ways of showing their knowledge. This template can be used throughout the year for different types of knowledge areas. The students themselves can come up with suggestions to insert into the template. This way of differentiating, of course, requires that the expectations is clear and that you as a teacher know what you want the students to be able to do. We can find out what the students can do by asking questions that gives us the information we want. Here are questions that can be asked to get information about how students reason. Here is a short summary. In this phase, the differentiation is mainly about giving students the opportunity to demonstrate knowledge in several ways, with different methods and to different extents at several levels and based on different interests. When there are several ways to demonstrate knowledge, the situation for evaluation can be learning situation at the same time. When the students are allowed to create their own questions, even those students who know something other than what is requested can show it. Opportunities to demonstrate knowledge in several ways also mean a chance for the teacher to find out what the students can do in several different ways. It is important not to lower the expectation for students who want to demonstrate knowledge in other ways than traditional tests or essays. Coping with expectations is important because they must be able to show knowledge in different ways and for the teacher to be able to get proof that students know what they are supposed to know.